Oh, hey guys, sorry. I'm hearing a weird noise coming from my computer. Oh well, whatever. I'll probably take it out and clean it today. I've done everything else to it. Alright, so let's see. We're going to go over a little bit of what's coming up for September. Next Monday is a holiday, no trading. There will be one news trade. News trade is officially not back on. Any news trades will be done at .01 lots. If we can't get news trades working for people, then I do have an alternative. It'll be two separate signals. One is going to be for normal signals, and two, and this is not ideally how I want to do it, but it's the only way I can see. Actually, we got people joining. I'll give it a minute before we continue. The setup I'm using is not official. It's just what I'm using to pick up some really small freaking pips with Oanda. As you can see, I switched. I'm running, 2.5 to 2 pips on US CAD. Let's see, 1.8 on GBP. Euro is 1.3. I will be focusing on Euro a lot. This was a breakout, and then it went to shit again. Markets still don't look that good. They are slowly improving a little bit, I'll say. Yesterday we had some movement. Today, USDJ, we have some movement up. So markets are slowly getting a little better. Thank God for that. The TAPFX system that is designed for when markets are trending. What we're getting is the trends are so damn small, like, that it doesn't perform well right now. This is a 33 pip run, though. Again, this is not a tested system. It's just, I've used it in the past, and I don't really... I mean, if y'all want to give it out once I'm done for the month, then I'll let you have it. But again, it's not a tested one like it was with the TAPFX that I've been using for a while now. It's just an alternative to let me pick up really quick trades. The pips aren't that great on it either. Let me make sure I'm set up on 0-1 on everything in case we do send a trade. Basically, it's to identify a pullback. If it bounces, then up again. Like, here's a possible... Let me check on my something else. US CAD. It's still flat on what I'm looking at. I'll show you what I'm looking at also here in a sec. Just let me... Okay, so this is US CAD or USD JPY. Shit, I'm on the wrong chart. I'm a fucking idiot. This is what I've been reduced to. Okay, so this is USD JPY, same exact chart. This is candlesticks. Possible break right here. Let's move that back. Okay, so it's hitting the high right here. Let me zoom in one. Make this a little clearer. So we're looking for another breach up. We'll see if we get it. If we do, I'll take a quick buy. I'm not guaranteeing this. That's why I have everyone at .01 lots. Mainly, if you get a trade, I want to see your results. I'm running a higher spread, so anything in profit for me should be profit plus for you. Like, I forgot who, John, I think. I had a .12 profit. His was .22. That's what I want to see, that I'm barely making anything, but y'all are still above it. That way there's no more screw-ups on these quick trades if I get in and out, like, I don't know, like a 3 or 4 pip trade, that I know y'all are making profit. Because before, some of my 2 and 3 pip trades were putting people in the hole. And let's see what this does right now. Oh my God, I hate the positioning on this. Let's just shrink this down a little, give us a little more room. As you can see, most candles are under 1 minute. Average size is 1.94. We're borderline there, but overall it's a little bigger. We're hitting almost 11 o'clock, so it is slowing down. If this turns into a trade, then I'll go ahead and tell you, sorry, I've had like 3 cups of coffee, and I even spilled one on me just now. I had to change clothes. So it breached up and was immediately rejected for the new higher high. So we'll give it a sec, see if it tries it again. If not, then we'll go over what's going to happen September 6th and how we're going to do news trading. News trading, I really want to fucking get going for y'all guys, because, okay, news trading, for instance, for me this month, I made $550 off it, off of .50 lot sizes. Mine were working and a lot of other people's weren't. And the reason being was the spread. So if we can get the spread under control or find an alternative, which I do have an alternative if we can't get the spread under control from mine to yours, like the translation of my spread to your spread and opening and closing of trades. The only problem is it's not fully automated anymore. I'll be able to set up the trades for you, and you would have to manually watch them. I know that is a shitty alternative, but it's almost the best that I can get. But again, I mean, it's an easy, for this month, it was an easy $500 left out on the table. So we're getting a downward move, and it's hitting the trend line below. It's stalling out right here on monthly, weekly, daily high. The monthly high is kind of strong. We are at the end of the month. I got one more day to the end of the month. Remember, tomorrow might be wonky, last day of the month. First might be a little wonky, first day of the month. Fuck it, we'll trade it though. I'm not going to be going with the super cautious trades either. I will be having a tight stop loss, but I will be doing more aggressive trades like I would typically trade. Again, I was going kind of wishy-washy on trades, and that wasn't working so well. What does these people want? Give me a sec. Okay, TAPFX. And we might be seeing it drop a little. 3 pip, 3 pip, 3 down, 3 down, 3 down. We'll see. If it drops 4 down, that breaks the trend, and we might be seeing a move down. Come back to that in a second. What we're seeing, like US CAD had a good move up, but I was dicking around with that other guy and then cleaning coffee and everything. The moves are a little bit quick still. But like I said, it does seem to be improving a little bit. Here's GBP USJ. That was the downward move, completely missed again. Euro looks like shit. I wouldn't be trading Euro right now. That was the tiny little Euro trade that I took as a test. And most people didn't get it. Remember, if you're watching this after the fact, do the round up to closest. What is it called? Let me find the error. Not the error. Sorry, I'm going through Skype to read it. Okay, so remember for this week, it says lot size too small, turn on round up to broker minimum. So we want to turn on round up to broker minimum for this week so I can get an idea if everything's working for you. That is in your EA right here. Let me zoom in for you. So if you go through your EA, it says round up to broker minimum in my blind right here. Round up to broker minimum needs to be true because I'm going to be sending 0.01 lot size trades just for this week to make sure that this spread works fine for everyone. If anyone has a trade that just borderline, let me know, please. Send me. Actually, everyone, if you get a trade, just send me your ledger, please. All that means is go down to your account history down here and screenshot it for me for any trades you get from now on out till the end of the week. Cable did something. It closed lower than here, then it bounced up. Cable's not looking so sexy right now either. It keeps bouncing into there, but we'll keep it going. Alright, so since we don't really have anything to look at, okay, so let's talk about trades. I moved to a higher spread account. My Oanda account finally got approved, and I moved funds there. So we're... Did I just turn off Skype? No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. At least I'm not dead tired. I've been getting sleep. Daily open, bounce through, and then bounce up on cable. Okay, but anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to be all over the place. For the trades for this week, make sure you do the roundup so we can get those in and make sure everything works. Market should gradually improve till September 6th. I'm not too worried about the normal trades. What I am worried about, and I wanted to cover today, was news trading. News trading, we're having an issue with spread. I mean, like I said, we saw someone with a 38 pip spread during news. Saw another one, and what did he say? They had a significant gap on the M1 chart, not the Renko chart. The Renko chart isn't going to show a gap. Only the M1 is. If there's a gap, Renko bars will just fill in a gap. So it didn't fill where the pending order was, which is kind of bullshit. And their broker played stupid with them on it, which is weird because it's the same broker as me. It's odd because now I have two people with the same broker as me, and we're not getting anywhere close to the same results. Anyway, we're going to try this with this. Um, we're going to try to do a couple news trades at 0.01 lots. And if that doesn't work, the alternative is, which is not a good well, it's a good alternative as it puts a little more control on your end, but it's no longer fully automated. Well, I guess it could be fully automated if you decide to sign up for news. Oh, well, I guess let me rewind again. If I have to do the worst case scenario, then I'm going to have to break news trading up into two separate groups. We'll have normal trades and news trades, and it'll be two separate signals. Now the issue is the normal trades would just, all you have to do is have an EA open. The news trades, though, you'd have to have an EA open and each chart open running a separate EA, because it's going to control your trade from your end so that the spread on your end is taken into account. So what it would look like is, let's say for instance, we're going to do a trade on US CAD. US CAD would look like on your end, you'd have to have this window open so you could get the trades. And then on US CAD, it would look like this. You'd have to have Argo Trail running. Reason being is then Argo Trail on your end of the PC would take over for the settings. I would adjust your pending orders. I would keep them in. I would set the straddle. And then once the trade popped, Argo Trail will take over on your end, on your PC, and manage the trade. That's my only second alternative I have. And again, like I said, I want y'all to be able to take the news trades. At least if you don't get them all for the month, get some of them doing it this way. Because I made, it was $553 for me doing 0.5 lots for this month on trades that cranked in. And I think it might have been actually a little bit higher, but I mean, that's money on the table for y'all for something that's relatively simple to do. The next alternative, and this is the final one, is I may or may not, I haven't decided. I already have an EA halfway done that will place the straddles for you, and it will also, but it doesn't trail them correctly, so I'm going to test that out, not on y'all, but on this week. It was something I was working on a while ago, and I just gave up because I prefer to manually set them and watch, because sometimes the market goes really weird. But we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. If I decide to go the EA route, or if y'all are interested in the EA route, it still needs some coding done. I really don't want to dump money into it, but if y'all are willing, I'll match any, I guess you could say, donation, and you get a free copy of it. If you donate 5 or 10, because it's probably going to be about $200, I'll dump in 100 to get it done. I'll dump in 100, 150, and if anyone wants a copy of it after that, I'll take like a $5 or $10 donation to get it. I know that sounds kind of but it's not really something I want to do because I prefer to straddle, but I can get the A working, and I can even show it live, use it for a while if you want to prove that it works after it's done. It's entirely up to y'all, whatever y'all want. The second option, though, like I said, is to have this running with Argo Trail running on here. I set up the straddles because I have different straddle settings for each news release. Some go down to 5 pips straddle, some go up to a 15, 20 pip straddle. I can set the straddle up and then sit and let y'all and let your computer take over from there, because this will see your spread. Where on my end, it's getting my spread and closing out the trade when it's good for me. On your end, if your computer's controlling it, it can see your spread. I think the results are going to be a lot better. Unfortunately, though, that means if, let's say, you're in, I don't know, China, because Sydney. It's 1:44 a.m. and we had a news release right now. You could set it up ahead of time, so it's just running, but you wouldn't be able to have both signals going at once. I guess you could do it on one account if, let's say, you had your own MT4 set up and you closed it whenever you went to bed and just left it with Argo Trail running. So it's kind of doable. It's not a perfect result what I want. And even if I programmed in the moving average on my end, it's not working right. The spread is killing y'all because the variation in spread during news is just straight up killing everybody. So we need a way for your computer to manage the trade with your spread, and then I think that would solve the problem. So I'm going to guess most likely what's going to happen is we're going to have to go with option 2, which is let the EA run, the blue one, and then you have the chart open that news will be on. I will put up a schedule of news, and you just need to have that running the day before. It also gives you the option of, let's say you want to do news trades only instead of news and both. Once everything's good and we got people in the green, if you want to sign up for news trades only, we'll just do it at like $25 a month. I mean, that's cheap enough that, like I said, $550 off 0.5 lots this month. That should be cheap enough that anyone who wants it's good. Again, until it's proven that it works, I ain't doing shit. There's no charge. We need to get everyone back in the green and make sure that it works. So if you're interested in doing the news setups only, PM me please so we can get you set up for them, and we'll make sure that it does work for you. So again, if you're interested in doing news setups only and you're currently in the group, send me a message and we'll work on getting you set up. It'll be 0.01 lot trades. It's not going to be anything devastating. Hell, it can't be run on a demo account for the 0.01 lot trades. I need you on a live account so you get an actual spread. Demo accounts with some brokers don't mimic the actual live spread. Because like if I go to a demo account on Oanda for this, I get like 1 pip spreads across the board. Where right now, look, I'm at 1.2, 1.5, 2.1 on CAD, and 2.0 on GBP USD. But if I switch to the demo version of this, then I'm hitting like less than 1 pip spreads on everything. So 0.01 lot trades on a live account for news. If you want to sign up for just that, let me know. Honestly, it might be a good bet for y'all if we can get it to work, because it's just check each day the schedule, set up those charts, and then sit back and watch. If you don't want to manually run it, there's a little bit more risk, but I can say, here, let's see if we can find anything. I'm going to zoom out on this. Argo Trail doesn't go back far enough, and we don't really have anything looking. Let me see if I can go back and find something real quick. So I can give a sample. Shift N chart. Scroll. Let me see if we can, was there a news release in the history that we could see? If not, I'll give like a sample so you can understand what happens. Friday, NFP, I'm hoping, like I had mentioned before, that we have a big whipsaw so I can show what happens. And it's going to be basically if you're running fully automated. Okay, so this looks like a pretty good big move down right here. So let's zoom in. Please don't reset, you little son of a bitch. There we go. Okay, so let's pretend, and let me insert indicators, trend. And again, I'm showing this so you understand what happens with the news trades. 5 shifts. Do it white. And we'll do a little bit bigger so you can see it. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And I believe it's, where the hell did you go? Here it is. Okay, so let's say this was a news trade. And then we're going to look at a good one and a bad one. So if this was a news trade, this actually might have been the news trade. It looks like the one that was. Okay, so news was released, we'll just say this candle. Our straddle was, well, first, let me, from that candle, that's when it popped. Let's go. On the last CAD one, I did a 7 pip straddle, so we'll just estimate it. Screw it, I'm not going to do exact. So I did a 7 pip straddle on the Yellen speech for US CAD, or USD JPY US CAD. So that's where it was. Let's see, 7 pips up from here, actually. That's about right. Screw it. I'm not on single click yet. Sorry, everything on my computer is basically new. I had to reload from scratch. Okay, so this was our straddle. News hit. It dropped a pip or two, came up. The trade was opened here. zoom in one more time so we can make this extremely big. So I want to make sure everyone understands. Here was entry. I'm sorry. This was the news candle. Price dropped a little bit and spiked up. Right here was entry. So let's make this a green line. And the hell with it, we'll go with the next one. Even worst case. So this is our entry. La la la. I know. Oh, you whore. This is our entry candle. Now the trade is going to run and run and run. This line here is going to be your trailing stop loss. It will be controlled on your end. So the trade's going to keep running, and it would close, best case scenario, here. That's what you would need to do. Now you can either watch this trade if you want to stay up, or you can say fuck it and let it run and let the EA take over for it. So far the EA has been doing a good job. On this trade, if you remember when I watched it, I closed it manually down here. And it was like 38 pips at that point. But it did go up to here, then drop. So me getting out of it, in this case, early, was worse. In some cases, it'll be better for you. But either way, if we can get it set up so that you're making pips on a news trade, if you're not getting the optimal, as long as you're getting 1/3 of the expected move, that's acceptable. That's what my goal is 1/3 of the expected move. So that's how news trading can go. Two different options. If anyone before Friday wants to get set up for this, let me know, please, so that I can walk you through it. Hell, I will jump on your computer and make sure you're set up correctly for it. And we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, though, with doing this type of trading, and I'll show you from here. Let's see. We don't really have one that's too exciting. Okay, so the worst case scenario is, let's say we get a really bad whipsaw. All the whipsaw means, and let's see, start. Yep, we're gonna go ugly. I have the hiccup, sorry. Okay, so worst case scenario on a whipsaw is, let's get the straddle in there first. And this is what I hope to see on Friday, just so y'all can understand and not be worried about these trades if you're running a motto. So let's do a straddle. We need, is this a line tool? Line. Here's a straddle. And here's a straddle. Okay. Our trailing EMA is going to be in here. It'll be within the straddle. But let's say price moves up. So let's draw price in. I'm going to do price as a green line. A green ziggy zaggy, I thought. Let's just do drawing. Alright, so here's price. Meh. And we need to make that larger. So here's price. Bubbling along. News comes. So price shoots up. Trade opens. And then all of a sudden shoots down. Comes down here and goes apeshit downwards. And now you're like, shit, I just had a trade open. And then close. And then open. With the tight trail that we're going to be using, it's okay. Because let's say we get a 10 pip move up here. That is a horrible zero. But on the downside, we pull in, I don't know, 37, because I can draw a 7. It's okay, because our trailing stop, which we'll draw as a red line, here's price. So here's our moving, our trailing stop set to median. News launches. Now it's and bam, it hits. So we get stopped out there, or even we get stopped out here. It doesn't matter. We're going to get stopped out, but this order down below is still going to be running. So price is going to come, and here it is here. And let's say this is 37 pips. Price will come back up, and boom, and you get stopped out here. But you make plus here, and minus here. A whipsaw is going to happen. It is inevitable. You cannot avoid it. There is nothing you can do to avoid them. They're going to happen. What we do, though, is we plan for them and all the trades. That's why I try and run a very tight straddle. My straddles are as tight as I can get them, because even if I get a whipsaw, it's okay. You'll see when the trades go, I always leave this the pending. Let's say if this one was popped, I leave this one open, because if it drops immediately, sometimes it'll pop up 20 pips and then it just slams down 100 pips. NFP will do this, and hopefully Friday we'll see it. So we need the option to recover. If I close this, as soon as this opens, if I close this one and then price goes up and down, by the time I realize that I just got whipsawed out, then I'm too late to jump into this trade. So that's why we want to leave them open for a little bit. So hopefully everyone understands that. And just from this here, again, where can I download this chart? Which chart did you want to download? Okay, guys, so while he's answering, sorry, I couldn't see the screen where you're chatting. I had something else up where I was drawing. Okay, so if you want to sign up, guys, in the trading group, if you want to flip to this so that we can see if it keeps you in profit on Friday, just let me know. I will walk you through the setup so we can get you done, because I think it's going to be the only alternative to deal with the spread issue. And that's pretty much the update for today. It's almost 11. We'll take a look at the charts real quick, see if we have anything to trade. So let's get our template going here, and we'll look through real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Volume. All right. So let's take a look through the charts real quick. Let me get them in order. Moses. Can't say your middle name. My friend would kill me too. Alright, so let's start at the beginning. Cable. Very tight, not really moving. Nah. This is cable again. It's ucky. Euro is up, down, up. We're still braided here. We're just now, but you look, these aren't separating nice. Euro here, kind of crap. And if we look, let's say if we would have gotten in here, that is only a 9 pip move down. Not touching it. This was a breakout box. It broke out and moved up a bit. UJ is looking good, but we can see that it ran out of steam right here. It was looking good. If you would have gotten in here, that would have been an ass biting. I didn't take any on UJ because I was just helping out that guy this morning. Now, UJ over on the Rinko looks a little bit hard. This is what I'm waiting to end, because the summer trading is these short-ass stair steps. And we can see it's stalled out here. Look, stalled out here. Stalled out here. And if we want to see it from a different perspective, it is stalled out here. What we could do now to help is on this, and I'll go over what this is later. This is something I liked with Oanda because I get this. I think you could actually get it for free. Okay. Is we have a channel. So that channel I showed you is this right here. So again, we have a channel. Right here. So if it breaks in and out of that, lovely. And this isn't seeing the channel. This is a shitty indicator I was playing with because I wanted to be able to see if I could spot channels for y'all. It doesn't do a very good job of it because it should have identified this as a channel. I'll dick around with the settings though. Maybe it'll be helpful in the future. And last one's US CAD. US CAD I will not be trading as much. I had an excellent spread on it before. My spread's shit now. It's 2.2. Let's take a look at my lowest ones are Euro with 1.3, USD 1.4. EJ, which I do like, is at 1.7. It's been holding steady. AUD USD is at 1.4. So we might be bringing AUD USD back. I don't mind anything, but anything above 2 I do. And this one's popping up to 2.5, 2.7. So basically I'm almost getting a 3 pip spread out of this. So I need to find a replacement for US CAD, basically, and I'll be looking into that. But EJ I do like is 1.8, but I don't want another yen pair on here typically. I'm thinking either AUD, USD. USD CHF, I've been watching it. It's been below 2 pips also. So we might do USD CHF, but that'll give me all USD based pairs. Well, I'm at all USD based pairs now, so it doesn't matter. Euro GBP is the only one, but I don't like that one because it's flat so damn often. Unless I trade Euro. So I guess it's going to be sitting and watching. It's going to be a toss-up between USD CHF, most likely an AUD USD. I do not want another yen pair. So it's going to be USD CHF or AUD USD. Let me type it into chat real quick. AUD. I think someone's calling me. I'm going to pause the video real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to see who was calling. Looked like a telemarketing number. Let me finish up what I was typing. But I put it in Skype, guys, so you can answer there what your spread is on that, if you don't mind. Just want to make sure. Whichever one has the typically lowest spread between y'all, I'll go with on mine, because that means I'm over you. Alright, so it is 11, which means break time for me. Tomorrow we'll go live bright and early. Make sure you do the roundup on your EA settings for this week. Let's check news, what we got going on tomorrow. I think we have one big one. So that's going to be a test on spread. If you want to get changed over to the new type for news trading, hit me up anytime today or tonight so I can have you ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow it may move, but we have 7:15 ADP, the pre-NFP release. 7:30 we have CAD GDP. 8 o'clock we have 8 p.m. I'm sorry, 9:30 a.m. crude oil inventories. I'm going to straddle US CAD for crude oil inventories, just for the hell of it. Sometimes it moves, sometimes it doesn't. Last time, they're expecting a pretty big drop. Previous was 2.5 down to 1.1. So if it does drop, US CAD might jump. Then at night tomorrow, we have an NZD pop, a China pop, and an AUD pop at 8:30 p.m. my time. That's Wednesday. Thursday, I'm not getting up for that GDP until we have news set up correctly. I'm not going to waste my time getting up early if it's an unknown whether I get results out of it. Cool. Sorry, I had a message. Oh, you can see it pop up. Nice. Alright, so where was I? I have no clue anymore. Anyone without how to set up an MT4? Moses, I'm not getting what the chart that I'm using is a custom setup that I teach. How to set up an MT4? I'm not too sure what you mean. It's for the trading group that I help out with. Or run. Help out with. Yeah, I'm retiring. Fuck it. Okay, so I got one volunteer so far for the news trades. What was I saying? I've totally lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I have so much caffeine in me. I'm freaking dying. Okay, let's just summarize up then. We're going to be checking the spreads this week. So far, it looks like my spread is double of almost everybody's. Okay, so far my spread is shit compared to y'all's from what I can see. That's going to help out a lot. Second, markets are starting to improve. Third, news trading. I think it is going to have to be separate from the normal trades. Again, I made rough estimate 550 off 0.5 lots this month. No one else saw that. I had one other person. The best they did was 370. And their broker, oddly enough, was the one I switched to, Oanda. So that worked out for them because they made $370 off of news trading, and they were only picking up the news trades, which kind of gave me the idea to offer them both. So I think what I'm going to do is offer the normal trading, and the news trading. That can keep it separate. And to be honest, I'm kind of leaning towards just saying if I can get this news trading working the way I want it, fuck it, just do news trading. And then I'll stream live this stuff and help people out with learning this, and then I'll just do news trades for everyone. I don't know yet. Y'all can give me your opinion on what you want me to do. But other than that, that sums it up for now. Hit me up on Skype, guys, if you have any questions. Please hit me up on Skype if you want to get set up. John, I already got you, so we can get you set up on the blah, 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 the setup for the news. Oh, John, I typed it to you, but just in case. I need a shower, and then I'll get with you. When I spilled coffee on me, I changed clothes, but I stink like coffee. It's bugging me. Tomorrow we will be live early. One, because we got news. I think. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah, we have news tomorrow, and then we'll trade for about 2 hours live. And have a little bit of fun. That 7:15 one, which is 8:15 Eastern time, jump on it, guys. If again, it's going to be 0.01 lots on that, so we could test. I'm gonna set up my mirror to my other account and do it 0.5 lots to that, but they have localized mirrors that you can use instead of over the internet ones, and that one doesn't have an issue because it's on my computer to my computer. 2 hours or so. Okay, give me John. Give me about an hour just to take a shower. I stink like coffee bad. But other than that, guys, that sums it up. So again, hit me up if you want to get set up for the news trades where your computer is going to manage them. Skype. But I'm going to go ahead and take a break, shower, so I can stop reeking like coffee. Alright, guys, thanks. I will see y'all tomorrow early. I'm going to have to make sure Grandma's taking my daughter. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Let me end the stream so I can go talk to myself and not sound like a crazy person here. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on tomorrow.